Hi, my name is Bethany, and I am so excited to show you guys how easy Color Street is to apply. I started Color Street in November of 2019 after wearing the nail strips for just about a year, and I loved them so much. I was getting compliments all the time on my nails, people asking me where I got my nails done, and I was constantly sending them to my stylist, and I just thought one day, this is crazy. Why am I not getting paid for this? So that's why I joined Color Street, and I have been loving it and really just been blown away at how amazing it has been, both just business wise and personally. It's just been so fantastic. I've met so many new people, made new friends, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to apply. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below. And I am happy to answer whatever questions that you have. I'm going to be putting on Night Terror. This is a Halloween set for 2020. Just remove the from the back. This is kind of how all your sets come. It comes with 16 double-sided nail strips. They're 100% nail polish. It's not stickers. They are 95% dry in the package. So once you open the package, they start to cure and dry. I'm going to pull these out of here. So you get this cute little nail file, a prep pad, which is super important. Don't underestimate the power of this pad. And then, of course, your nail strips. I would say that glitters are a little bit more forgiving. They're a little easier to master. So when you're first starting out, I always recommend a glitter for your first set because they're just a little bit easier to manage. They're a little bit easier to apply, and they're more forgiving when you make mistakes. And it does take a little bit of practice to kind of get your groove down and learn what works best for you. So first I'm going to open my prep pad. This is just an alcohol swab. So if you don't have any prep pads, you can just use a regular alcohol, or if you don't have any alcohol, you can also wash your hands with Dawn dish soap. That's also really well. The important thing is that you want to make sure that your hands are clean and free of any oils or lotion or dirt or anything like that. That will help the strip adhere a little better. So before I jumped on here, I did prep my nails, meaning I removed my old nail polish, which is regular nail polish remover, and I pushed back my cuticles, shaped them how I wanted them, and got them all prepared and ready to go. So I washed my hands with Dawn dish soap, but look, you can still see a little bit of oil and dirt on there. So that's why this is so important. If I hadn't used that, would these still stick? Yes. But sometimes it causes for lifting, where the strip will kind of lift and then you get tempted to kind of pick at it, or at least I do. These can last anywhere from 7 to 14 days. I've had people have them last for 20 days. I'm usually pretty bored by then and want to do something different. My average is about 7 to 8 days because I usually just want to change it. And perks of being a stylist, I have all the sets, so I get to do that. And I like to show them off, so I like to show people what each set looks like, and so I change them more often than I need to necessarily. With multiple layers, so the more layers you put on, the longer they're going to last. You can double this. You can put on an overlay, so you don't have any laying around here, but you can put on like another set on top. You can put on a clear overlay, anything like that. The more layers you have, the longer they're going to last. So I'm going to tear this one off because I know that this one doesn't fit me personally. I can use this on my toes. So I like to use these on my toes and to kind of turn them sideways and use them on my toes. And then I can also use them to do like some fun designs if I wanted to do something like that, or cut strips out of it or anything like that. So that's what I use that pinky one for, that little bitty one. So I'm going to tear this off, and I already know which ones fit. But when you're first starting out, what you want to do is take them and wrap them around your finger to get the closest fit possible. So once you figure that out, you're going to remove this top clear layer. There are so many ways to apply these. You have to figure out what works best for you. This is the way that I was actually taught a completely different way to do this, and I have learned that this way works best for me. Not everybody does it this way, and that is completely okay. So there's this layer back here that kind of holds the sticky part. I just fold it in half and grab it like this, like a pinch, so that I'm not over touching the other side, because I found that when I didn't do that and I just pulled the whole strip off, it was really touching the other side a lot, moving it around and readjusting it, and I found that that made it not stick as well. So now I'm going to get it as close to my cuticle as possible without getting it on my cuticle. If you do get it on your cuticle, no worries, you can take it off with a cuticle pusher. Excuse me. But if you don't get it on your cuticle, it's a little bit easier to not have to clean up is all. All right, so you're just gonna take your fingernail and rub it all the way to the tip, down the center, and then side to side, all the way up. And the reason you don't wanna just go like this all the way down is because the side to side really pushes out any bubbles or imperfections. Gets all of that out of there. So then I'm just gonna fold it over the tip of my nail like this. And I'm going to just perforate it off with my thumbnail. So the order that you do this matters. You always want to do your thumbs last because you use your thumbs as tools so much that if you did your thumbs first, I learned this the hard way, if you did your thumbs first, then you're going to mess up the tips of your nails from pushing around on your other fingers. Because naturally, when you're painting your nails, I always did my thumbs first. I don't know why. So then that's a cool thing about these strips. Again, I said they were double-sided. I took off this other piece. Now I have that piece. And I'm just going to apply it on my other hand. Same applies. As close to the cuticle as possible without getting it on your cuticle. Straight up the middle and side to side. And now I'm just going to fold it over and perforate it off. So really the more that you rub it, the better it's gonna stay. You really can't like rub it too much. So the strips are a little bit smaller on one side than they are the other. So this one fits perfect, no issues. This one is a little big. You see how it's kind of on my skin over here and over here? So you can either take your fingernail, which is typically what I do until I get to the thumbs, and just go around the nail and clean it up. Or you can take a cuticle pusher, and I prefer rubber cuticle pushers. I find that the wooden ones rip the strip if you apply too much pressure. And then just press along the edge of your nail. And then take the tip and pull it off. And that is it. If you have a little bit of area up here that needs perfected, you could just take your file and file down. You don't necessarily want to file like this, because if you do it like this, you could potentially rip the strip, all that you just applied. All right. And that is really simple, guys. That's all you have to do. It really doesn't get much easier than that. It's already dry. Look how much I'm touching it. Like, so stinking easy. You can also do some fun things, like I said, cut the strips and put it over it. You can do some fun overlays. There's so many options to these. It's insane. Blows my mind still. Now, I am all about getting that biggest bang for your buck. I never throw away my unused strips. So I would just take my strips that I didn't use, place them back into the original package. And then I would press all the air out of it, go get my hair straightener, and then just heat seal it so that there's no air getting into it. You really want to make sure that's sealed tight. So once I have it sealed, I kind of do this to it to see if I can press open the top. If I can press open the top, I didn't get it sealed good enough. So really make sure that you get that sealed down. It's important to know that Color Street does not guarantee these after the first use. So once you've used them the first time, they are not guaranteed. So this is not necessarily a method that Color Street endorses, but I, as well as thousands of other stylists and customers, do this all the time, and I don't typically have any issues. Sometimes if I didn't get it sealed very well, they can be kind of hard or crusty. Sometimes they're unusable. That's why Color Street doesn't guarantee them after the second use, but most of the time I can use them and I have no issues. I would say that's probably about 99% of the time. If they are a little bit hard but they're not crusty, you can just kind of heat them up. So I usually just like take them and blow on them like that, or just kind of put them underneath my leg while I'm sitting so that kind of warms them up and reactivates that sticky part of it. These are, again, 100% nail polish. It is a base coat, a color, and a top coat compressed into a strip. These are amazing and you're gonna love them. I can't wait for you to try them. If you have any questions, drop a comment and I'm happy to answer whatever you have. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.